Well,
It's not disappearing. It's working. It's
we can't see
alive.
anything.
Oh yeah, true. I'll get your thingy.
Thank you.
I'll get your
Yeah,
damn
back to differ. I
Cuda.
can see. Oh, we can't see anything.
There we go.
Yeah,
Hello,
bitch.
everyone.
I know things.
Welcome back into the multiverse. So in the last half, we had to split this into two
Hello.
halves because my OBS is just acting really weird, which we record this whole thing on. And so now this is just made two halves to the same stream, essentially. So welcome anyone who is joining. And yeah, the last session was pretty hectic. We just had our lunch break there. We got to meet the egg cult and all of the looniness that follows that group. And now we have been introduced to this character who hasn't given his name yet. He's some sort of detective that's asking Oscar and Melody to help him with some investigations around Orkill.
Jonathan Bernard. That's
What?
a good name.
I already have the name. But
Fuck!
thank you anyway, regardless.
You're welcome.
But
That's the vibe they give.
His name is what? Brad
Brad Croft. Yep.
Brad Croft.
Mm-hmm.
Brad.
So the rest of you, though, we're heading towards your father's place, Quill, to have a chat with him. So I'm just trying to find that map because it's disappeared from my phone. Isn't that convenient? Wow. Would you look at that? No, I have it somewhere here for sure. Sorry. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna come on, game. I'm sorry, guys. This is really weird. This doesn't. I'm not usually disorganized. I'm actually pretty organized, but for some reason, a lot of crap is going on.
Yeah, you
Because
got
you
into a
think you
good
think-
flow recently.
Yeah, I have everything filed off and saved and everything, but for some reason,
Even for the Beta Questers game, which is just the most random shit.
have to be organized for that game. Let me see if I type in what's your dad's name again?
Levick.
Levick, thank you. I don't know why I was thinking
How dare
Ivan.
you.
I was like, Ivan isn't.
Ivan.
I would never name my dad that.
There you go. I was gonna open that. It's somewhere. I don't know where that's saved, but it's not saved in the folder it should be. However,
Has also been hired as like a meat shield, like
Yeah.
a scapegoat.
kind of, yeah, essentially. Just because, yeah, for certain reasons. But eventually, you lot start making your way back to Levick's place. You go through the trapdoor, continue down. You met with the frogs as well that you're familiar with. Popped out Oscar, and we'll get rid of Melody there. But eventually, you come down, and there's no sign of Levick currently in the house. Although, even though he's there right now, I understand he's not there. So eventually, you come down,
Oh.
easy peasy, and
Is there like a wash basin or something?
yeah, give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Yeah. 9.
9. Looking around, you can't really find anything of the sort. There's kind of, you're looking around, kind of, and there'd be like a small bowl of water more than anything in this place. It doesn't seem like he washes very often.
Yeah.
The dead don't need to wash. I'm gonna get rid of the egg.
Sure, there's enough there, yeah, to rinse your hairs and wash up and scrub up a little bit. There's a small stream nearby as well. You can go out and fill it up again, and all clean yourselves eventually as you settle back in here. And
I
again,
mean, Ghosty's not the best with personal hygiene. She has bugs in her hair.
eventually, as you spend like some time doing that, maybe an hour or so, just washing yourselves and everything else, again you hear this kind of flickering of like almost kind of like a fire bursting, just and then another cough and a gag of kind of just dry wrenching, just I hate that. I hate portals. Oh god. Oh god.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, hey! And he's kind of, you hear him calling up the stairs, and eventually makes his way back up to the stairs, kind of stumbling a little bit up the stairs, kind of fixing himself. He looks a little more disheveled than he did last time.
I'm gonna help him up the stairs.
Thank you. I'm okay. Thank you very much. So, you've gotten to see the town quite a bit.
Mm.
How are you finding it? Missing a few members, I see. Not into too much trouble, are you?
To find trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You back so soon? What's brought you back? I don't have any food or anything. I'm afraid I'll have to go to the shop for that. If you are hungry, I can give you a few names of some restaurants and bakeries.
thanks, Dad, but maybe later.
I think food is the least of our problems right now.
Or just have a delicious egg sandwich.
I've got
Okay.
some egg in my hair.
I see. You've met
Oh
those
wait, I
names.
washed it off. Maybe not.
Alright, well, there's still a little bit there, and he just kind of flicks a bit of eggshell out of your hair. There you go. You met those occultists. They just came in recently, not too long ago. I haven't really engaged much in them, but they seem to keep to themselves.
Don't do that.
I've got to admire their, I don't know, joyful nature in such a dreary, dreadful time.
They certainly had a lot of energy, so they did.
They
Cracking
certainly
eggs
do.
on all our heads.
Absolutely. I managed to avoid that, luckily. But, you didn't really manage to, it seems.
Yeah, Dad. I'm gonna sit down in front of him. Is Rael sitting, or
I don't know.
is it okay for me to?
He's kind of got his. You can take the seat. He's arms folded against the wall, and he's just glaring. He is not happy.
Okay, I'll explain everything so everyone can be mad or proud, whatever.
Can Wisteria just sit on the floor with both her knees and just hands on? He's like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
Just do it. Just
We
go
went to
for
the
it.
store. Oscar, Melody, Wisteria, me, and Trill and Grug went to the store to get some magical stuff, and Wisteria wanted this like really nice tablet.
It wasn't just a tablet. It
Whatever
was
the
an arcane tablet written by Arcana herself. I just had to have it, so I started haggling price.
She was haggling, and I saw something that I thought that a certain someone or dependent someone's may like to have, and I know I don't have a lot of money right now because business isn't so much booming as dead, and so I was just a little bit of stealing, borrowing without asking, and I didn't get caught. Before you think I get caught, I didn't get caught. And then Troll so lovely, like she wanted. We were having a little fun, and we were doing the usual stuff. Nothing like that. And we took some stuff, and the lady who owned the store wasn't so happy about Wisteria just chatting up a fucking storm. Oscar and Melody and Grug left halfway through because good idea. And then stuff happened, and the Wisteria got turned into a rat, and we got her back, and people may think that I'm the Rat King, or I pretended to be the Rat King, and now I think Oscar and Melody may be in trouble.
Right.
I would just also like to add that I did not steal anything. I was just trying to haggle a price. But then,
Of course,
because I was
as you
trying
should.
to haggle a price, the lady I was trying to steal it, and now I'm in this mess, and I was a rat, and it was not nice. Trust me. Can you imagine having a tiny hat?
Yes.
I had hair on my face. Okay.
Quill.
Cause you.
And he
Yes.
darts a very stern, sharp look in your direction. And he starts to make his way over there, very slowly, and now kind of stands in front of you, sitting down. And he kind of comes behind you and puts his hands very firmly on your shoulders and kind of gives them a bit of a squeeze. So, you didn't get caught,
No.
but your friends did because you did something selfish. Your friend over here was turned into a rat, and you don't know where 2 of them are right now. Because you decided you wanted something pretty, and you didn't even come to me and ask if I could get it for you.
I didn't want to bother you. You were so busy before.
Oh, you didn't want to bother me, but you don't mind bothering your friends and sending them into prison.
Oh, when you
It's
say
very
it like that.
immature of you, Quill.
I'm sorry.
Just
Dad.
because you're nimble and strong and talented doesn't mean you should be using it for selfish actions. I was proud of you when I heard that you were going on this big old adventure, this big quest to go save people. I have to say, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, don't do that. No,
And he
don't say
walks away
that.
and heads down
Ah.
the stairs. You're gonna keep out of trouble, okay? And if you do want to get yourself into trouble, you make sure that you take the blame for your actions and no one else.
I will.
It's no one else. No one else wanted to get dragged into that. Sure, you were having fun. He gives like a very pleasant smile to Trill, and then turns back to you very serious, and then turns back to Trill again and says to Trill, "I don't want her to be a bad influence on you. I apologize on behalf of my daughter.
Oh,
I may not have taught her the best things. Maybe she thinks she can be like her old man, but her old man takes the blame for what he did. Now, I'm not going to help you get your friends out of prison. That's something you're going to figure out yourself. As you should. Now, we're done here. You can stay as long as you like. But I've got matters to attend to. Oh,
Dad,
no.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Nothing. You don't. I know you
You can
don't.
say it, but
It's
I
fine.
might not be listening.
Ah! Shit! Fuck! Mind the language.
Oh, I'm going down the stairs.
No! Ah! Do you know what the Rat King is? Who?
Kind of comes back up the stairs. Give me a persuasion check.
Even for Daddy-O?
Mm-hmm. With a disadvantage.
Oh, fuck it. Don't worry, I got that one.
Not one.
First
He
roll.
stares at you, and he points, and he says, "The Rat King is not you. The Rat King is not me. The Rat King is none of your concern. Now, go bail your friends out with some money," and he tosses a coin purse over to you.
Mm.
Alright, I'll
Thanks,
probably pay
Dad.
for half of it. And he heads back down the stairs.
I love you.
He's gone.
He didn't say I love you back. The bastard.
And again, you hear that burst of flames down below.
Yeah, she's gonna turn back to Rael and Shahil. Yeah, Dad's right. I fucked up. Don't blame Wisteria. You know how she can be. This one's on me.
Rael's just his expression softens a little bit. His brows are still pretty furrowed, but not as angry. He said it better than I would, but he is completely right. If we keep doing this, someone's going to end up dead because of it. We can't afford that, not now. We need to be careful with what we do, all of us. That understood?
Yes.
He's kind of looking around for any signs of listening.
Cole's nodding.
We're not allowed to haggle?
I'm just saying, think about your actions before you do them. Because all actions have consequences, and some of them may be a lot graver than you think.
And I don't think you know what haggling is.
Really?
If that was haggling.
Probably not.
Oh.
Well,
Yes, Shahil.
come with me for a bit, will you?
Uh-oh.
Will do. I'm gonna go with Shahil.
Busted.
She's gonna look at Gog and be like, just do the two eyes on you kind of.
You can't hurt me, you're small. You heading outside? Is that okay? Or do you want to head anywhere else? Okay.
No, it's okay.
Alright.
Okay. Sheila's just. I'm sorry. Can you change the music?
Oh yeah, sorry. It's very, very.
So cheery.
I like
It's a
it.
bit, you know.
Let me get some next music.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe, for dealing with the music.
Shahila's just kind of. He's standing, holding both of his hands on his cane and kind of doing the finger, like raising one finger and like tapping it. Just kind of standing and waiting, not looking at Quill.
Quill has like arms crossed, kind of defensive, but just watching him.
Poor girl.
Not close, but like if he's going to attack her, she may make a move for it.
Oh god.
He's gonna still not looking at Quill. Hold on, I got a burp. I just ate. Thank you. Still looking away. He's just. Do you remember what I told you about Trell? What I told you to do.
To look after her.
Yes. And what did you do
Yes.
today?
I wasn't looking after her.
Yes. So you failed.
She was looking after me, technically.
He's gonna look at Quill, and his eyes are just not kind. But it's also at the same time, it doesn't look like there's no recognition in his eyes. It's like he's not really looking at you, I guess. It's just kind of. If you ever put Trill in that kind of danger again, I will not hesitate, Quill.
I
Do you know what I'm
understand.
saying? Good. Then let's leave it there for now. But do not forget my words.
Before we go, and I know this is
Yes.
what is she to you?
He looks kind of taken aback. What is it to you?
No, it's nothing. I'm just curious to know, because you guys seem like you've been through some stuff and you're protective over her, and I understand that, but she's very capable of looking after herself.
Well,
She's been looking after all of us a bit more.
Quill. Don't stick your nose in places where they don't belong. And he's gonna leave.
Sure.
Such a little edgelord.
Yeah. You don't understand me. You're happy going back in as well, Quill?
Yeah, I should just take a deep breath and be like, she's gonna go in.
Can I just say that while that was happening, Mysterious still on a floor of a hands.
So
You
cut
cut
off
out,
the-
honey.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
What was that again?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, whilst that was happening, Mysterious just on her knees with, like, a hands on her knees being like, so see, Riel, you've heard the story and it wasn't my fault.
I
So
never said it was your fault.
You looked at me very angrily, and in all fairness, between you and me, things tend to be my fault very often.
It's 100% agree. So, that says everything.
So, I don't want to bring out the proud word because I'm sure no one's proud of this situation, but that didn't cause trouble, so can you just let me go this time and maybe not punish me, please.
Are you really that scared of me?
Not scared. More like you're the only one who really tells that much.
I'll just repeat what I said earlier. Just think sometimes before doing actions.
But I did think this time. I wasn't violent or anything. I could have.
You don't have to be violent.
I could have taken.
Things will still have consequences.
Yeah, but I was only trying to haggle the price and make myself seem really big and worthy of the tablet because it's the Arcana tablet. I didn't even know they were stealing, and I'm the one who got accused of it.
Look, dear, I understand you mean well most of the time. But even still, even if some things are thought through, the end result will not always be what you expect it to be. And sometimes that can lead to some very drastic situations. I mean, I've been there. I've done it. I still do it. I make mistakes all the time. It's just...
Really?
Of course I have.
You seem
Many
pretty
times. Oh, he seems a bit, he kind of flinches at the word perfect. Far, far from anything like that. Far from it. I'm just saying, try and do what you think is the best option at that time. That's all I'm asking. Really, really try. I'm not saying this was your fault. Quill owned up to the situation. But everyone plays a role in something, even if it's small.
Yeah.
And it can make a huge difference. That's all.
That's all.
I'm just gonna, sorry, go ahead.
It's perfect. That's just with that timing, it'd probably be the same time that Shahil would probably start coming down at the stage as well, with Quill slowly behind them.
Now, I think it's best that we do sort this problem as quickly as possible and go and retrieve Oscar and Melody.
How much? Can I check how much levy my dad gave me?
There's about 50 gold coins in the purse.
50.
Will we be able to go out in town again and buy items? Because I kinda got a bag made for me and it's really pretty and I wanna go get it.
I'm sure we can sort something out when we get Oscar and Melody.
Mm.
I'll try my best to help in that situation. If we are all ready to go, then I think we should go. And we'll stick together this time.
Oh.
Where should we even head?
I don't know, you tell me.
I don't know. I can find.
I mean, where would the prison be, if there is one? Does anyone know?
Just take them into the castle?
I don't know. They usually have a separate area.
Shahil, you were here before.
You'd know, Shahil, that they either have people, they have prison cells and they have guard barracks in inside the main walls of the kind of noble complex where they bring people in. But if there are just people that they want to make an example of, they'll often just put them in cages outside of the, like around the refugee slums where a lot of there are also guards kind of patrolling, and there's a few kind of, it's also where the guards train. They often have cages up there, and they'll put people in those cages just so people won't throw fruit at them, or they'll put them in
like mockery cages.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But if it's more serious, they'll often bring them into the walls.
Yeah, okay. I think Cass is just BRBing for it for a second.
Fine.
But
I can say that he can explain all that to everyone.
Yeah. So I guess we'll follow his lead.
Right. Do you want to head either to the... You want to head to the... Actually... You know what? Can someone give me an investigation check as you're asking around as well in the streets, just to see if you know where people
I'll
are.
happily do
I'll
one.
do one as well.
Yeah, a couple of you can roll as you kind of just ask around to see if they
Um,
saw a furbog and a Medusa going around the place.
I did it as well, and
Yeah.
I got a 15.
15? Okay. So
I got a 12.
12? Okay.
7.
7. So asking all
Wow.
around, you kind of get bits and pieces, and there's like one person's like, "Yeah, I saw a furbog just round these parts about 12 years ago. Oh, what a handsome little man he was." And then the person's like saying to you, Rail, like, there's like, "Yeah, there's a lot of furbogs in this town. They always go in barracks and shit. But I can give you the real information if you give me some money." And then finally, Wisteria as well, you do kind of hear word that some just old lady passing by the street, like, "Oh yes, I saw a few going over there now to the old castle walls. Look very serious now, in fairness. I hope it's all right. He seemed like a very lovely man. And the lady, of course, was lovely too."
Yeah, of course. That was definitely the language cover. Thank you, lady.
Pro. Are you, in terms of Rail, does he want to pay this guy more, or would you want to? What do you want to do in terms of this guy?
No, he's not giving him his money.
Fair enough. Well, you're gonna be a laugh, wondering where that furbog's gonna be run off to.
Well, I'm sure he's not that hard to miss. Thank you. And he'll just give a small little smile like, and just walk on.
Nice, run along, pretty boy. Just goes back and just like starts picking his nails and cutting them. All right, so we'll bring up the Orkill map here. At this stage as well, you guys are looking around, asking around, and during that time, Oscar, you're eventually led out with this man who's introduced himself as Brad Croft, and he brings you and Melody towards the direction of the slums. And eventually you find yourselves at this new document. Yeah, there we are. It was meant to have you all here together, but it's okay. But we'll maybe change that at the moment. As you are looking around, you're heading over to the guard barracks as well. But just because of the timing and everything, it's you guys are that little bit behind in terms of everything going on. So by the time you do get to the guard barracks, just to speed things up, I will say that actually, you know what? We'll bring you guys over to there, and we can role play that situation out. Actually, we don't have to. But
Okay.
we'll do that in a minute. So for now, where is Melody? There she is. Oh no, Brad Croft. Sorry, there's Brad Croft, and we've got Melody here as well. So eventually, you're kind of making your way through the streets towards this house that you're going to be investigating. There's a lot of there's been a small kind of red string fence put around the whole facility of this place, and there's a couple of guards there kind of trying to back a few people off. Eventually, come into this house. In the meantime, the rest of you all eventually make your way to the city gates, and I've actually got a map for that.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna open that one up.